Hi guys, in this video we will look at 6 tips to improve Windows 10 performance. Let's get started. Tip number 1 is to optimize your disk drives. Click on File Explorer, right click on one of the partitions, click on Properties, click on Tools and click on the Optimize button. Basically, as you use your file system frequently, you copy and move files to different locations, the file system gets fragmented. Okay, so what this means is it takes more time for the operating system to locate a file physically on your drive. So we need to defrag the file system so that the operating system can quickly find your file whenever it is trying to access that. Currently in my PC you can see all these drives are okay and they have 0% fragmentation, which means they're working ideally. The file system has 0 fragmentation. This is 0% fragmented because I have scheduled the defragmentation. So to schedule that, you need to click on Change Settings. It will ask you for an administrator access. Okay, so here you can optimize your schedule. So I have programmed it for a weekly, and I can choose what are the drives that needs to be optimized. So I have selected all the drives on my PC, and I have also checked in automatically optimize new drives. So if I connect another hard disk or an external drive, this would be taking care of that. Okay, so I'll just close this. There are 2 steps into optimizing your disk drive. One is to analyze. It will analyze how much percentage of your file system on the disk is fragmented, and the second would optimize the file system to rearrange the fragmented segment of the disk. Okay, so when you click optimize, it will do both the step. If you click analyze, it will only analyze if the defragmentation is required. Okay, let's click on analyze. So it's showing the current status of the C drives analysis. Okay, so it says that with 0% fragmented, which is good. If you need to optimize it, if you see a higher percentage here, then click on the disk on which, the drive on which the optimization is required, and click on optimize. Alright, so this is a system result. It keeps on writing and reading into this, so we'll ignore that. But for other drives, just click on the drive and click optimize. So it will take a while depending on the size of your hard drive, and it would be done. I would recommend you schedule it so that whenever your PC is idle, it will be automatically optimizing the drive for you. So with this done, let us head to tip number 2. Tip number 2 is to do a disk cleanup. To perform a disk cleanup, click on the File Explorer, right click on the drive, click on Properties, and here you see the option to clean up your disk. So click on Disk Cleanup. Based on the size of your drive, it will take a while to calculate how much of space that can be cleaned. Right now the disk cleanup utility is trying to scan the C drive to see what all can be cleared off. So as you can see here, I can claim up to 235 MB of space from this drive. Okay, so to clean that up, just click on OK and click delete files. This is completely safe to do. We can delete the files from the C drive. So all these unnecessary files would be cleared from your C drive. You need to do that for all the remaining drives. Okay, it's done. So click on OK. Now we'll head to tip number 3. Tip number 3 is to delete your temporary files. As you install and uninstall multiple programs into your PC, a lot of files gets copied into the temporary directory, which needs to be cleaned regularly. Okay, to locate the temporary folder, click on search and type in %temp%. So this is a system folder, and generally most of the applications use this folder to dump their temporary files which are safe to be deleted. Okay, just click on enter. As you can see, there are a lot of files in my temp directory which I can safely delete it. Okay, just select all the files. Control A is the shortcut key to select all the files, and we'll see how many files are there. As you can see, there are close to 1300 files, it is also taking up around 500 MB of space. So just hold shift and delete this so that you don't have to delete this again from your recycle bin. Just click yes. Shift delete will permanently delete the files from your folder. Okay, click on yes to delete all the temporary files. Okay, so we're done with tip number 3. We'll go to tip number 4. Tip number 4 would be to optimize the startup programs. Right click on the taskbar, go to task manager, click on startup. These are a bunch of software which gets started along with Windows. There are a lot of programs which we install and they try to run in a system tray. Usually they start up along with Windows 10. There are some programs which we need and to be running all the time, and some program we don't need them to be running in the startup. So such programs can be cleared from the startup to get a better performance. As you can see here in the task manager and under the startup tab, it shows the list of different applications which gets loaded with Windows 10. Okay, so this is the application name, this is the status, whether it is enabled or disabled, and this is the impact. Okay, this is important. You can click on startup impact to sort it by the impact level, which is high to low. Okay, so the applications which you don't want to start up can be turned off here, right? Some of the applications like your antivirus application needs to be running all the time, or it should start up with your Windows 10. So don't touch your antivirus programs. Instead you can turn off applications like Viber, which is a VoIP application. You can turn on Viber whenever you want to make a call. It need not start with your Windows 10. So to disable that, and you also see that the startup impact is high, which means it takes a lot of resources to get itself booted up along with Windows 10. So if you have to reduce the boot up time, you need to disable that. Okay, to improve your boot up time, to disable that, just right click on, just select the application which you want to disable, right click on it and click disable. Alright, so in the next reboot, this application will not be loaded with Windows 10. I would go ahead and disable some more applications which I don't want them to boot up along with my Windows 10. Okay, it's important that any antivirus or firewall applications which you are running, don't disable those applications. They might have an high impact, but they are important for proper functioning of your system and to secure you from virus and worms. So don't disable any antivirus or firewall application. Okay, so we have disabled 4 applications, so that would improve the boot up speed of the application, also the overall performance of the system, because this application will not be starting with Windows 10 and they will not be using any PC resources until we launch them manually. Okay, so with this done, we'll go to tip number 5. Click on search bar, search for control panel, open up control panel, select large icons, click on power options. Under power options, you need to select choose what the power buttons do. Click on that and click on change settings. Alright, as you can see, turn on fast startup is unchecked. You need to check that. To check that, click on change settings that are currently unavailable. It will prompt for administrator access. Click on OK. Okay, and here you need to tick the turn on fast startup checkbox. Click on save changes and close. So next time when you restart your PC, you'll find some performance improvement there. Okay, tip number 6 is to let Windows adjust the visual settings and performance for itself. Okay, to do that, click on the search bar, search for performance, click on adjust the performance, adjust the appearance and performance of Windows. Okay, here you need to select adjust for best performance. Okay, this will uncheck all the animations for Windows and other extra visual settings like peak or the showing of a thumbnail instead of an icon, translucent selection, all this. Okay, this would significantly improve the performance of Windows 10. Okay, if you are on a slower PC, it is better to select adjust for performance, as this will disable all the extra animations which are not required for normal operation of Windows 10. Click on apply and click on OK.